XRP broke the channel, came back. Yesterday I said to you I'm buying there at the 2.40 levels, 2.41 levels, and nice hammer candle. Market rejecting the lows. Definitely the bulls are stepping in and they want to buy. All we need now Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another trading day. Today I will have a look at big support levels on cryptocurrencies and on indices, gold and a bit of Forex, and also individual currency strength. So first up I'm going to look at gold. Gold, as I showed you yesterday, this big triangle pattern on the daily charts, and exactly what I was worried about, the fact that we didn't close so well above the falling trend line on the pattern. We saw this big sell-off. Now this could be just profit taking off the $100 run on gold, but it could still find support. So I won't say the pattern has failed, but this level is very, very obvious on the weekly charts. It's obvious on the daily charts. Move to the weekly charts, you'll still see if we can still get a weekly close above this line, it's still legit, this pattern. So that would become then support once we see a close above that. So let's see by the end of this week what gold will be doing on the weekly charts. But for the dailies, I don't say all is bad now. We can strongly bounce from here. We just retested the support level here. You can see that structure coming in there, support resistance level coming in there. So it could be just purely a retest of that as it starts to make this little bottom reversal and then the breakout. So usually we get a break and a retest. It might not retest the pattern, but it could retest the structure here. And a nice strong candle from here, and I will stay bullish. We can see that the dollar is losing a lot of strength everywhere. Most of the currencies against the dollar since yesterday gaining against the dollar. We had the dollar two days ago in the number 1 spot, then number 2, then number 3. Now it's number 4. It's almost going neutral. So the speed that the dollar is losing strength is quite obvious and quite exciting. So we could see some moves. Not that I'm after a weak dollar for a specific reason, but it just gives us direction. It could relieve some overbought scenarios on the dollar and gives us good direction for the first few months of the year. But a strong bounce here and a weakening dollar, that'll definitely be something to look at, maybe taking this all back to the all-time high of almost $2,800 levels. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor again, Indices. When your business needs a reporting platform to improve the quality and speed of making decisions, consider Insight BI, a seamless add-on for reporting and business intelligence. Insight BI is an all-in-one, cloud-based 24/7 reporting solution. For more info, check out the link in the description. Now look at the support levels on the indices. Yesterday I showed you this triangle, said this is the targets where we could find some support. Obviously, a weakening dollar will stop this drop dead, but we're still in a retest scenario. So we'll see this rising triangle, or let's call it this rising trend line of the triangle. If that gets retested now and it reversed off there and we start to see the dollar strengthen again, then definitely these levels is up on the chart. You can see the history levels there, the Fibonacci 1.27, 1.618 levels. So these are all support levels coming in. I'm not saying they will go there. It's just a question of if one is short and needs some target setting to be done, that's the areas to look for, or maybe some opportunistic long positions. You can see the S&P 500 also strong level coming in here and finding support there purely on a much weakening dollar. And that's what we see with the dollar happening, because that is very stock market bullish as the dollar weakens. But this is the area I've been watching and looking at that. I won't take positions from here easily. It's just a big support level. If you're short, this is an area to be very, very worried about. If it can break below this level, yes, the shorts will be on, the bears will be happy, and they will rejoice and they will make some big profits when it falls. But after the sideways range, a breakdown could bring it down to this areas here of about 5,500. But if it breaks up, it's a continuation of that. You can see it, we did spike below, which sucked in a lot of bears and now blowing them out in bubbles most likely. So indices, something to watch. They're going to be great opportunities soon. If you look at the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, as I've showed you yesterday, the support level coming in, big support stepping in. They allowed the market to drop through, yes, on a weakening dollar. You can see how the dollar and the yen is fighting there for that third spot and the neutral spot. But on the weakening dollar, we see the support coming in and a nice long lower shadow. Although it's a doji, it's not a reversal pattern. It just shows you that the buyers are stepping in at this level, and there is definitely some big buying happening there at this stage. We also spot some divergence. You can see how the price has made a new low, and this indicator completely fails to make a new low. So there is some divergence kicking in, showing us that the market is definitely oversold, and we could see some bounce up, maybe back to those highs or the all-time highs. And once it can break this sideways range, this pattern, because this validates to a large extent the flat bottom triangle, which is very bearish. So this validates it, and if people got sucked in that, they're going to get blown out in bubbles up there, and that will create quite a big run up the page, because this is then a failed pattern, and we get always these extreme moves after failed patterns. That's what I love about patterns, because a lot of traders are trading patterns on its own and doesn't look at the rest of the stuff, and then when they get blown out in bubbles, that's when we get a nice move in the opposite direction. If you look at Chainlink also at support level here. If I look at the dailies here, also consolidation, also sort of a flat bottom triangle, broke through, and now looking for a bounce. The weeklies, I want to come back to the structure here. You can see clearly the structure there. Yes, if this structure can't hold, the next levels are down there, or then this pattern retest, which I highly doubt will happen at this stage. XLM, I'm licking my lips for this breakout trade. Nice flag pattern coming in, a little bit obscure here, but the general idea, it's a consolidation. Nice candle here also yesterday, a little bit high wavish, but still a long lower shadow. And as long as we can stay above these lows, I'm happy taking that breakout on XLM, going with XRP, which is the next one, and it's a lovely bounce. Look at this XRP chart. XRP broke the channel, came back. Yesterday I said to you, I'm buying there at the 2.40 levels, 2.41 levels, and nice hammer candle. Market rejecting the lows. Definitely the bulls are stepping in and they want to buy. All we need now, this is definitely a buying opportunity. I already got in there. I am adding heavily to my XRPs, and if we can take out that high there, that $2.60 levels, if we can clean that on a daily close or even a weekly close, that'll be absolutely amazing. That just announces the next move up the page, maybe to that 325 levels and higher. The all-time high I think was 392, I'm not sure exactly, but that's not the focus point. The point is we could then see a new all-time high, which could be above $3, and that is amazing. That's what I'm after. Solana also busy bouncing. I showed you yesterday the break of this pattern. The retest that worried me yesterday was the fact that we failed after this retest, but this candle is not completed yet. This is busy forming. Today it bounced. I took some new longs here yesterday at 180 also, and bouncing slightly, but a nice long lower shadow. If we can close like this tonight, I will be very, very, very happy with this move. I would like then to see a double bottom, a little double bottom there. As I said, I did the bounce there, and now, but only a little bit. There will be the major adding. I already added down here on this retest. Now adding will be happening big, in a big way there. I just nibbled a little bit there extra on that $1.80 when I saw the bounce. I said on yesterday morning's video, it's not an area for me to buy, but I saw the strong bounce, I saw the dollar weakening, so I thought, okay, let's take a little bit there. So Solana, if the candle can close like that, I think we're in the clear for another bounce up the page. Dogecoin also finding very nice support. I showed you this triangle yesterday, long lower shadow doji, not reversal signal, but showing that the bulls are stepping in buying. Ethereum is one of the ones that draw my attention. It actually looked terrible on the stage yesterday. We had the triangle, it broke down. The close of yesterday validates, and the big low there actually validates the triangle pattern. But finding support on the weaker dollar, stepping in with the rest of the currencies. Now this one looks very, very weak to a certain extent, but if this can make a long white candle today, this will blow out these bears in bubbles. They will have to cover their shorts and most likely go long from there, and on the breakout there also. So support still coming in, big levels of support on cryptocurrencies, which is a huge buying opportunity for the short, medium and long term views on the markets. And then just a recap on yesterday's euro Australian dollar. I showed you this nice pattern. I said to you, when it breaks there, we should see a nice drop. Definitely dropping nicely. Any form of target setting would happen right here. This is your first target based on a rising wedge, is this area here. So it depends on the angle of the wedge that you can do this for some profit taking, but also use some Fibonacci's. You look at Fibonacci's there. Look at the 1.27. Look at the 1.618. They're all legitimate levels to look at. You try to confirm with the history, and at this stage the history doesn't confirm that much, but using them in the raw format, you can never make a mistake with that. So definitely some targets for someone that did short that on any strategy that they do use. You can clearly see the break and a nice drop. A little bit all over the place on news yesterday, and well, a little bit unsure, but it's coming down. The euro is dropping quite well most of the places, but I do see some strength coming in this morning on the euro. But with a falling dollar, definitely we will see some strengthening on some other currencies. But against the Australian dollar, with the New Zealand flying up the page there, you can see New Zealand has gone from the bottom in 1 week to the second strongest. Everywhere you look on the charts, New Zealand is flying and looking very, very strong. Aussie will naturally follow it a little bit. It doesn't mean it will move as far as that, but it will push the Aussie bullish. And you can see here, yeah, we are long. If you shorted that, you are long on the Aussie and shorten the euro, although the euro shows some signs of strength. But beautiful move, nice pattern playing out. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video. You can support this channel by checking out all the links in the description. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk. So don't forget to trade responsibly and never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. I can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.